Hey everyone, I'm Kim the Maine Mystic, and I am doing a reading for the collective. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. This is going to be what's on your person's mind. If you don't have anybody in mind, this is just, what your next person might be going through or a past person. Please only take what fits and leave the rest for someone who needs it. If you're new here, welcome. We never know what's going to come out of my mouth. That is the whole fun of it for me. If you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do. And I appreciate each and every one of you, as there is no me without you. Now let's go ahead and jump right in and see what is on your person's mind. Spirit, tell me what I need to know about this reading here. What is on the collective person's mind? All right. We have perseverance. This is a good energy for a person to be in, honestly, because they're thinking about how to persevere through a situation that they may have once not known how to get through. I'm really here for this energy. They could be in a little bit of a victim mentality, or honestly, with these card sets, it's almost like through this person's perseverance, they're able to actually come out of a victim mindset, find faith, and discover what they're about. This is kind of a dope energy. So this person may have gotten into whatever they're into right now by having some sort of victim mentality. I'm really hearing your faith brought them forward. So you could be guiding this person unknowingly. That's pretty cool. Or your ancestors and spirit guides are pushing this person to come out of this victim mentality so that they can have some sort of self-discovery. That doesn't mean this person is coming back. It just means that this person is making progress, and it looks like good progress. They're able to persevere. Miracle and expansion. I think this person is going to be coming out of a period where they felt like life was happening to them and move into a period where they feel like life is happening because of them. Now, if this isn't your person's energy, this could be your energy. Spirit brings it out in weird ways, so just know that. Just take what fits and leave what does not. All right, let's jump in here and get a little bit deeper with the tarot and see why this person was in a victim mentality to begin with, how their faith is changing, and what discoveries they are actually having. All right. The Hangman. This person felt trapped by some sort of circumstance, way of life, or, whatever they had going on. Now, this person, if this is you, you could have been stuck feeling like your purpose in life was to be a healer and to be single and just to bring the light. If this is your person's energy, they may have been in a victim mentality that is clearing up with them releasing burdens that they're starting to realize may not have been attached to them. Now, a lot of times we hold a sense of responsibility to things that, maybe our parents have assigned to us, or maybe our friends have. Like, if we have a friendship, for example, that may take a majority of our time, or our parents may have taught us that we have to take care of X, Y, and Z before we do anything else. And that was creating an environment where this person felt like they weren't able to step into some sort of role in their life. Like they didn't have the skills and tools that they needed to be able to show up in a way that they wanted to, through some process of either time passing, healing, changing the narrative in their own life. They could have, if somebody passed away, it may have given them a new perspective. They could have studied something that made them look at the world different. Through this change, they're actually realizing that they did have the tools, they didn't know how to use the tools. I'm here for this. So tell me more about this victim mentality. What did this person see about this victim mentality? Yeah, now this person could have used a lot of deception, because we have the Page of Swords coming out in the reverse. Or this person may have really deceived themselves into believing that they were a victim in some sort of situation. This could have been the situation with you. It could have been a different situation. But it's almost like this person is having a change of perspective perspective on either how they were making choices, what they were doing to deceive themselves, or what kind of betrayals they were actually putting themselves in. This could be an instance where somebody, um, this could be an instance where somebody had a certain narrative about themselves, so they may have believed that they weren't good enough for something. And because of that, they ended up in a lot of situations where they felt betrayed, or where they ended up being betrayed because they felt like they were dating on their level or working on their level or doing whatever. This person is having a change of perspective because they've put in some time to look into their shadow self, to look into why they believe these things about themselves and why they're having these difficulties, why they're not getting what they want. Tell me about faith. We have the Two of Wands. So this is now they're learning how to use the tools. They're getting in touch with themselves. These realizations are actually creating an environment where this person is wanting to take action. Now, this person could have been in an energy. I don't like to put anybody down, but I do like to be very blunt with what I'm saying. So take it how it fits. This person could have been in an energy where they were feeling a little bit of a coward, where they didn't feel like they had the confidence, the audacity, the ambition to choose the things that they wanted to choose. Maybe they felt like it was going to be too much work. Maybe they felt like starting over, at this stage of their life was just going to create a lot of confusion and a lot of issues for them. But now I feel like this person is realizing that, like, you're never too old to manifest what you deserve and want, and that it would actually be a betrayal to themselves to not do this work, to not understand why they're not ending up where they want to be. This doesn't even have to be in a relationship. This is just about somebody ending up where they want. And I think this person's choice is to either run or ghost situations and act like they're very, insightful, act like they understand what's going on. But really deep down, this person has been deceiving themselves for a very long time. All right, tell me about the Two of Wands in faith. Yeah, this person, it could have even been their lack of faith that made this person hold back in the past, because we have the Four of Pentacles, which always to me seems like a game of keep away, like a game where you're not really interested or willing to show your pentacle, to show yourself to the world. And see, now this person is realizing that a lot of missed opportunities were due to the fact that they got egotistical and walked away. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. This person very likely would feel like they were being slighted and feel like they were the victim in a situation and stomp off, and have faith that things were going to come together and come through for them. But what they're realizing is that it's like almost like they put themselves in a corner by deceiving themselves about what they actually wanted. Yeah, in the discovery here, we have the Seven of swords. I wanted to say pentacles, so you might have been waiting for this person to kind of figure it out for a minute. But the Seven of Swords coming out in the reverse is this person realizing that they walked away from, we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups in between. This person wants to come clean about why they were unbalanced and why they had so much confusion in the past and why they made the choices that they made. This feels to me very much like an energy of somebody who felt like they knew what they wanted, and then their ancestors and spirit guides ripped and removed all illusions, and it made this person realize that they deceived themselves the most in whatever they've been doing. Maybe one more here. The Page of Cups, and it came out with a spin. This person wants to apologize. And back on the bottom of the deck, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. This person wants to apologize. because they're realizing that they may have been immature in the past. And that's where some of this illusion and deception came from. You could see this person start to move very quickly because their energy is being pushed to look at what they're missing and not what they have right now. And maybe in the past, this person's way of persevering was looking at what they had, feeling like people were holding things from them, or the choices that they were making were going to be leading them somewhere. But now they're realizing that the choices that they made just really led them further away from where they wanted to be. All right, Spirit, let's go. Let's get into this. Your person's brain is legitimately quite full right now. And I think it's a lot because they're realizing how they confused and deceived themselves about a relationship, a connection, or things that were going on around them. Let me shuffle this up here and we'll go deeper, and then I'll get some advice at the end of this reading. And keep your eyes out. I work through the zodiac signs as often as possible. I just did a reading for Pisces, but I don't do zodiac specific very often anymore. So it takes me about the whole month to work through all of the zodiac signs. But I always will put the collective messages up as much as possible. All right, Spirit, you're just going to yeet these right out. The Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, before I even look at whatever this cluster of cards is, really tells me that Spirit put this person in a place of inequality so that they could realize that they were not the victim, or that they're the victim of their own choices. That if they stopped holding back, if they stopped deceiving themselves, they would get what they want, but their fear, their ego, or whatever holds them back or creates the environment where they feel like they need to or want to be deceptive is what is really being illuminated to this person. And it's like, I think Spirit's really in the process of you know the term, you might not, when I was in university, one of the things that when you're a researcher is publish or perish. I feel like this person feels like if they don't step forward, if they don't do something soon, their energy will perish. And they're realizing that they're not actually the victim that they thought that they were, that they've been making choices that have put them into a position. Now, I really hate when we have to explain things like that, because it makes it sound like the person who's being hurt or that has gotten hurt is in charge of being hurt. And that's not the case at all. So I want to be heard out, but I also want to focus a little bit further into what I'm saying instead of just channeling. So a lot of times, oh, this is so controversial, so I want to make sure that I'm saying it right. I want everybody at this table to know that I have survived and have also done work with victims of domestic violence. But there is a point where we all sit and say, I saw the red flags and didn't walk away. I did X, Y, or Z, and then this happened, and I should have cut it off there, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. There's a huge movement in the violence community of telling people, you did your best, you did what you could. But there is also this understanding that if you don't become more self-aware, you will continue to end up in those patterns. You will continue to end up in those cycles because you're unaware of what healthy looks like. I hope that makes sense. This person was deceiving themselves because they were unaware of what they wanted, and that could have put this person up to and including into abusive relationships, or into a place where they became quite reactive. So it made them think that they were the problem when in actuality, the choices they were making was the problem. So when you step back and get to know yourself, you stop deceiving yourself about how people act, how they present, because you see the healthy side of things. And now that this person is in this more grounded energy, they may still have a lot of growth to do, but they realize how they're ending up where they're ending up, and it's a deceit of their own beliefs. Yep. And this person has been very focused on balance and self love. That's why they're realizing this. So, if this is somebody, for example, who like you had multiple encounters with, and then they end up with other people, it's almost an energy of this person not feeling good enough for you. So, they choose other people. And because of that, spirit puts them with people who who are really not worthy of them. And so it's like, it's almost like spirit is putting a backbone on this person, but I don't feel like anybody should be abused. But I think they keep getting in these really toxic relationships with people that have done damage. And it's because this person doesn't believe they deserve better than that. And now spirit's putting them in an environment where they can see that they deserve better. They can see that, they are a good person, but they've made bad choices, or they've been poor to people, or people have treated them poorly. This is very much like karmic justice energy now that I'm kind of like looking at it. So you could be, hearing from somebody or thinking about somebody, or this person could be thinking about why they've never seen this before. This could be a King of Cups, yeah, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio masculine. Now that they're seeing this, they're manifesting to make the right choice. And the right choice is choosing love and stability. It's almost like they have to come clean to themselves about what they really want, what really makes them happy. And then when they get to that point of seeing what they really want, of seeing what really makes them happy, it's like spirit's going to hand them the keys to the kingdom. But spirit really put this person through something. All right, tell me a little bit more about this Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I think this person was really deceived by their own past. So they may have been accused of a lot of things. So for example, let's think of something. Um, okay, my channel is mostly geared towards female presenting feminine energies, but take this how it fits. I'm going to speak about a male presenting masculine energy and then take it how it fits for your life, just so I can keep my story clear. Say that you have like a male that has been raised by a mother, for example, but no father was present. But that mother always accused this person of X, Y, or Z, or put this person down, or didn't provide the appropriate support for this person to grow. This person has sought that out in many adult relationships and not understood why it didn't work, why there weren't results the way that they thought it should be. So I feel like, this is like someone thinking that somebody would love them a certain type of way and things would work out. And now they're learning that outside of this identity that they had once held, they're realizing that they're worthy of a type of love that feels good to them as well. Maybe there's somebody that's a provider, or they were taught to provide and hide their feelings. This person is manifesting a place where they can be emotional and be vulnerable. But it really took this person realizing that they were deceiving themselves in what they wanted to come to that place. 3 of Wands. The World. That could have ended up because there could have been a communication between you and this person where energy got blocked, where there was some sort of truth spoken that made this person have to look at themselves. And it's almost like they held back waiting for some sort of ending to stop, and it didn't. And so now this person got stuck really wondering why they make the choices they make. And it's creating the environment where this person is discovering their true self. We have the Strength and the 9 of Swords coming out here. This person, now that this almost feels like somebody who has gotten older and like realizes like what toxicity is, what positivity is, like how they contribute to their environment around them. And now they're like, oh man, I really don't understand how I treated somebody that way. I really don't understand how, my life has gotten to this point. And it's almost like spirit is going going to hand this person and say, I needed you to question so that I could show you what you're meant for. This is almost like somebody's having the truth of their awakening. Tell me a little bit more about this person getting into self-care and balance. Yeah, this person, it's what spirit did here was like this person was victimizing themselves so much. They felt so betrayed, so whatever. They could have even, gotten to a point where they felt like, I should act this way because I'm the victim. And it's almost like spirit showed them a betrayal right to them. This could even be somebody who thought they knew what was best for themselves and chose a different connection from yours, a different relationship. And then that connection or relationship made this person very isolated and very burdened. Yeah, the Hermit and the Six of Wands. This person's ego, this person's need to win or feel victorious, maybe their the opinions that they felt of others or whatever, it really put this person in an environment where they got into a relationship or a connection that had a lot of toxicity, a lot of conflict. Tell me about this King. Yeah, it's like they were defensive against what was really meant for them. It's like they manifested true love into their life and then argued with it and chose something different and then got trapped in the idea or the thought of how could I choose passion over true love? How could I do X, Y, or Z? How could I hold back from something? And then it put this person in a position where they had to actually hand over. This could be somebody that had never prayed a day in their life, and until they prayed about this situation, spirit wouldn't let you communicate with them. And the minute this person prayed, you might have called them. You might have gotten in touch with them, or they might have gotten in touch with you after a period of not being able to do that. This person could be very patient, hoping that spirit gives them another chance with you because they want to have this commitment now that they've had this realization. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. This person has sat in a lot of energy about how they betray. I cannot get over the fact that they betrayed themselves. It's like they victimized themselves into walking away from true love, maybe even for money, maybe for finance, maybe for whatever they felt like was, more important at that time. And now this person has just been stuck and isolated. Even if they're with somebody, they're not able to move through life with the passion that they want. And it's really creating an environment where this person is stuck between making an actual decision and holding back. So you could not hear from this person for a super long period of time, and then all of a sudden you hear from them. You may find that really sketch because you may have given this person an ultimatum, or you may have talked to this person and said, you know what, I'm good. I know that you're, in another relationship. I feel like you feel balanced in your life. I'm ready to just move on. Whatever it is, it has this person really thinking about actually transforming and pulling out of this toxicity. But there is still something weighing on this person's mind. Maybe they think that they're not able to move forward. Maybe they feel like they won't have enough to offer. Let's get some advice about this person. Some advice for this person, for the collective. The Ace of Cups has come out here 3 times. This person is definitely focused on offering their cup of love. They're feeling very burdened because, again, they were supposed to tell some sort of truth, come forward and water this relationship, have some sort of connection, have some sort of, what can we build together energy with you? And they chose not to do that. And so now spirit is putting them through an awakening of you might have lost your chance forever, my dude. And now all you get to do is be in your head. 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Princess of Swords. So for those of you that felt betrayed by this person of the past that you very likely loved very deeply and decided to just block and walk away from because they weren't they were acting like a victim of their own life or their own circumstances. They weren't communicating well. They were going through betrayal and just acting a type of way, whatever that was, that person that you walked away from, spirit is telling you to just leave them put until they're ready to come back, because they are going through this awakening. They have to make this decision for themselves to have this connection, have this epiphany. And until they have this true epiphany moment, they're not going to make the right decision. They're still going to choose third parties. They're still going to get caught in their ego. They're still going to feel like they're some sort of victim. And so it's really important that you make sure that you're looking out for yourself, staying passionate for yourself. And when this person comes in, that they're communicating appropriately and offering stability, or it would be in your best interest to probably hold back from this person, because you've done the passion thing with this person before and it hasn't worked. You've done, the let's try things again, and then they put you on the back burner thing with this person, because in the past they've had no issue being deceptive and they've had no issue lying. And so you're in the energy of being like, you need to bring it all or nothing. And if this person is still sad in any part of this victim mentality, they're not going to have the right offer for you. So it's very important to ask very discerning questions and not get too excited, or not allow this person to love bomb you, being like, oh, I know what I want now. It's like you almost have to put this person through the test and remember that, maybe this is even a memo for you to remember that you are a victim to this person. Whatever happened here also put you in the energy of having to get into a high place of self-love, of you even feeling like you had to change your own destiny. You could be thinking about other commitments. You could be thinking about doing other things with your life because of the choices that this person made. So it's like, don't backpedal for this person. But if they have come into this openness in this area of self-discovery, it could be a really fun thing to entertain. But if this person cannot communicate appropriately, can't open up about their feelings or what they want, it's still not the right time, because they're still stuck in this awakening phase. And while they're in the awakening phase, they're actually going to be building quite a lot. They're showing up as a King of Pentacles. They're showing up with the Ten of Pentacles on more than one occasion. They're going to build a lot of love for you. And I'm not saying wait, and nobody waits for anything, but I am saying that this person is, for this energy, wherever you are in it, they will have the epiphany, but they have got to get themselves out of this mentality of them being a victim, or they're not going to be able to appreciate you as the person you are for them. And, maybe this person needed, I'm not saying it's right, but, sometimes you need to be shook to the ground before you can come up for air. Maybe this person got into a commitment with somebody that showed them what it's like when you don't have self-care. They showed them the side of the world that you refused to show this person because you had faith, because you were already in this point of self-discovery. They may have gotten into something very different that showed them what it felt like to be trapped in your head, what it felt like, all the things that they may have put you through. They have gone through a different relationship that has put them through those things. And I think for those of you that would entertain this person, and a lot of you don't want to, and I don't blame you for the energy, but there are a few of you here that I see could want to entertain this. You'll see the balance in this person, because they'll start talking about how they understand how things they'll understand things differently. They'll apologize, they'll take accountability, they'll do the things. But for a lot of you, this person coming in still is in this victim mentality, and they still have two places of change to come up. For some of you, you're coming in this third energy where this person has been locked out, where they have done the work, where they're ready to open up. But there are a lot of you that are back at this first stage where you're just breaking up and this person is still in a victim mentality. You'll probably touch base with them in the middle, and you're going to feel like they've grown and they'll do the same thing. And then this third energy is when they've really done that. You can bypass this whole middle energy by ghosting this person completely. Like if you are trying to help them or entertain them, they need to go into this full victim mentality. Based on the cards I'm seeing, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just saying that you could possibly skip a whole step here if you stuck to your guns over here. But I see some of you having communication with this person that opens up a different avenue, and it makes this person kind of retreat again and step into new energy. So I'm not going to know where you are exactly, but just know there's a lot of parts of this reading. So all right, y'all, I'm going to leave you with this. I think I've done a couple of collective readings recently. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all the zodiac signs on my channel. So I know Pisces is always a go. I'm a Pisces. I love doing Pisces readings. If you're not a Pisces, comment somewhere and let me know what you are. And the majority of the signs that I have, I will keep those going until we get more and more in the collective. But I do prefer to keep this as more a collective reading channel. So, but sometimes I am called to do a specific sign or something like that by spirit. I think that's pretty much it for all the announcements, what I've gotten out for channeled messages. Yeah, I appreciate all the new growth. I really love the energy of the channel right now. It's feeling very authentic. And I hope to catch y'all on the flip side. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to get your energy in with me. Peace.